Good morning and welcome to episode 1266 of Hard Factor. It is Friday, August 4th, 2023. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. There's only 1 month left in Fat Boy Summer, so enjoy it. Enjoy it while it lasts. Today,
it's going to be a smooth transition to Fat Boy Fall, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Well, it's just football season. That's true. And Fat Boy Fall. Both of those things. It's just, you just go from Fat Boy Summer. Well, it's really a great yearly cycle. It's just Fat Boy Summer, football season, holidays, Fat Boy Summer. Right. I mean, never really.
It's getting pretty close to heart attack winter.
Yeah. Sure is.
They call it the long winter. Because you die.
Yeah, that is what they call the long winter, I believe. 80-ish% accuracy guaranteed on this podcast. Just wanted to put that out there right at that point. Today, I've got fights, verbal and physical, and more in the coffee. Mark's got some Florida Man Friday for us. Wes has a man who married a doll, and Pat's got the high five to buzz us into the weekend once again. And don't forget, trivia is tonight. So it's the last trivia until at least October-ish. We'll have a new style meetup coming in September. So get in there if you want to play trivia against us, the Hard Factor host. Patreon.com/Hard Factor. Send in the cards here and up tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern. That's all I got, guys. How you doing? Ready for this Friday episode?
Ready.
Let's say
just retweeting this bad boy to get everyone in here. Come on in. Water's nice. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hop up in the live stream at Hard Factor News on YouTube and Twitter. So live streaming it. Simulcasting.
A couple live internet comments if you join us at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. Jim Sobrato says, go Bills. And the Rick James 951 says, fuck the Jets. And also, and the Browns too. Fuck it. So.
Yeah, they're playing right now. Well, they're playing right now in the Hall of Fame game. Football is back.
You consider preseason football being back?
Sure. Like, for example, Zach Wilson's mom fucking ass is playing because, obviously, what's his name? Aaron Rodgers, that loser's not going to play a preseason. So, yeah, I mean, it's fun. It's fun to watch the rookies. And, it's back. It was cool. I was watching the pregame right before this, and I got a little bit of blood flowing to my crotch watching the pregame.
It's a little taste of football. Honestly, preseason doesn't do it for me. Never been a Hall of Fame game.
Does it give you any edge on how to bet the first week of the season, which is a tough week of the season?
You can see the backups, but you can see the backups, but if you're not like the stars aren't playing and actually running their plays, so no.
I don't think so, Pat. I guess what the best thing to do is it gauges injuries, right? Like if someone all the way back from health from last season's injury is someone like that type of stuff.
It gets people injured.
It does.
That's
so
it
not only gets people
watch
injured,
injuries live.
It not only gets people injured, but you can see if like someone who had ACL tear 7 months ago is 100%, or stuff like that. So
so 10% edge.
Mm-hmm. Week one's a crapshoot betting
for your betting.
One more live,
I don't know.
One more live internet comment before we get into the news. Taylor Sellers says, Alabama Hammer here. Good to see you, boys. Listen to y'all every single weekday at work. And we have a gay listener because he continues to keep up the good work. And I'm
Dude,
gay.
The Alabama Hammer. Is he a bottom?
Love that. That sounds like a top to me. I mean,
top?
Hammer.
Yeah, he's laying the hammer down, right?
He's not the Alabama tool bag.
He's not the huge anus. What up,
Toolbox.
Taylor? Nice work, Taylor.
With the hammer
all right.
in me.
You guys ready to do the news?
Hammer away. Yes.
Let's hammer it. All right. Cup of coffee in the big time is up first.
Yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
Okay,
they call me the Alabama bottom.
They call me the Gulf Coast.
Yeah. Flat and muddy.
Alabama nail.
The closet.
The hammer is so much better. Way to go, Taylor.
Yeah.
All right. Cup of coffee in the big time. Yeah. Oh, for sure. It's Friday, so let's just dive straight into the big old news ocean that's out there, where it's been confirmed that it is indeed Colts owner Jim Irsay who is planning. He's the mystery owner who's planning to spend the $20 million to send Tokate, the Orca back to the Pacific Northwest from her tank that she's lived in for 53 years in Miami. Jim Irsay.
She won't have any resentment.
Yeah.
What-
Talk about a guy
well-
that knows about tanks, getting tanked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I remember when I went to the alternative school sophomore year and came back junior year?
Mhm.
Real awkward.
I
really
forgot which
great.
year you went. Yeah, I knew you went.
Sophomore year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couldn't imagine 53 years out of the water for a whale.
Right.
Hi.
Yeah, it's a
Remember
little
me?
weird, right?
Yeah.
Apparently, she has family members over there. So Irsay gets hammered and he gets tanked and thinks about her in the tank, like Mark said, but he's not going to budge on Jonathan Taylor. So
Can I sit with you guys at lunch or? Oh,
Yeah.
Wait,
How
that's
many
the Free
ponies
Willy
up to
whale?
$20 million per year to Jonathan Taylor, the best running back in the league. What is he doing?
yeah, is it the Free Willy Whale? I don't know. Wes.
I was thinking of
it's
Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Wasn't he?
No,
Oh,
no.
yes, good connection. But yes,
Yeah.
Jonathan Taylor's an elite running back
He's
in the NFL who Irsay
not
has a
getting
beef
paid, he's
with
gonna
at the
sit
same
out, yeah.
time as paying $20 million to fly this giant orca across the country. So he's
Couple updates,
paying
guys.
for the he's paying for the orca
I'm
to
sorry.
get flown across the country.
Yeah, that's
but
gotta
not
piss
for the
Jonathan
Colts'
Taylor off.
best running back.
You know that's Jonathan Taylor's
Yeah, it's
entourage
GTT.
was agent are
Hates
like,
that.
you see this shit? You see this shit? He's paying for the orca.
Guys, the whale from Free Willy, Kiko.
Okay.
Yeah, 1976 to 2003, 27 years young.
R.I.P.
At the time of
R.I.P.
death. And the star of Free Willy,
Wasn't Jonathan
Jason
Taylor Thomas.
James Richter, is a three-namer.
Richter scale. They call him the scale.
Yep, that's what they call him. Always have, always will. He came back to do Free Willy 2 and Free Willy 3, The Rescue.
The Alabama
Wow.
Richter.
Yeah, he's a bottom. The scale.
Alabama
Because he gets vibrated.
Yeah, only time that there's an earthquake is when I'm going at it.
Yeah, Alabama earthquake is what you want to go by.
Richter is
for
a great
bottom.
name for a top.
Richter too. Richter's more of a top. Hammer.
That's
Hammer
a
and Richter's
4.0.
top. Earthquake is the bottom, the power bottom.
Oh, I feel an aftershock coming on. Oh, gay stuff's
See?
great.
Look at all this football
Yeah.
talk.
Yeah.
Everyone's
Yeah,
excited.
football,
Mixing
locker
it
room
all
talk.
together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. There's the first player, coach. I don't know. There's lots of gay people in the NFL now. They've all come out.
Oh, yeah, so-
Okay. Next up, update. Another update. Razzlekhan, our girl. Remember her? She's a bad bitch.
Yeah.
She'll
Remember
smoke
her.
weed in the cemetery. Get
Yeah,
high in the
she will.
cemetery.
Yes, she will. She's pleaded guilty to the $4.5 billion Bitcoin laundering scheme she pulled off with her boyfriend Ilya Lichtenstein. So
She
how
pled
she-
guilty or was found guilty?
Pled.
all of it, Wes.
Oh.
Yeah, pled and found.
Pled.
So not
You
such a
guys
bad
got-
bitch in
how
the
much-
end.
That's a lot of money. You got a lot of time for that, right? 4.5 billion. You'd imagine that's
You would.
couple
She's
decades,
probably
right?
taking a deal, pleading guilty. Right. First charge.
Best part about Bitcoin
Mhm.
is you get it back if it's stolen from you eventually. But you guys have 28 seconds.
sure.
All right.
Got to play cemetery.
I'm a motherfucking bad bitch. Go on, make me a sandwich. You annoying like vag itch. So lame. It's fucking tragic. Bad bitch, motherfucking bad bitch, motherfucking bad bitch, motherfucking bad bitch.
Yeah, dog. Yeah, bro.
What a jam that is.
Amazing.
Yeah, I left that
Bad
in the queue. Never pulled it out of the queue.
Oh,
Knew it
No,
was there.
thank you, Pat. No, we've kept that one in. We've deleted everything else but bad bitch pretty much.
I'm gonna
now.
delete this now because
Okay.
like, you know when you save a file like and you come across it like 10 years later, like why am I saving this? And then it's taken.
No,
up
yeah,
space.
I think this was the moment, Pat.
You retired
pulled
it. Yeah,
at
you
the-
can't
at the
top
exact
that.
right
Can't
second.
top that.
Anyways, RIP to them because they're probably in jail for a while. Who knows? We'll see. I don't think the sentencing has happened yet. Other people who got caught breaking the law. 2 Navy sailors, Jin Chao Wei, 22, and Wen Heng Zhao, 26, both stationed around San Diego, were caught selling any and all military information they could collect to the Chinese Communist Party, and they were arrested this week. And this was all while collecting tax-paid checks in the USA, of course. and at least one of them making it entirely through the citizenship process as well. So
We didn't
became
vet
a
when
citizen.
when hangs out.
They didn't vet
And his
either of
buddy?
those, Mark. So they sold all the information they could get, on the Pacific theater to the people who are about to invade Taiwan. So maybe, check those folks out a little
When
bit
hangs
harder
out,
instead of
every
just
time
shipping
I
money
walk
to
away from
Taiwan to use on
Yeah.
equipment that's already been spied on by Zhao and Wei for
Right.
China. So
Yeah.
How come
You
every
think
time
it's
I
a
walk
trick,
away
though?
from you two, I hear muttering and the hands clapping together? You guys okay?
why do you have
Right.
a USB stick in every computer, Zhao?
Yeah.
You're not selling
Why
that
do you
data
guys-
to the Chinese, are you?
I keep hearing you guys say yes, yes.
Yeah.
No, but I mean,
You
like, if
just
you're
wait.
vetting,
We got
right, you got to think that, like, oh, this is too obvious. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's too obvious that two guys roll up like this and are selling secrets to the Chinese. It's too obvious, not worth.
But
the
it
bet.
happened, Pat.
Hiding in plain
They are
sight.
spying from
Yeah.
inside the military.
So we're that stupid.
Yes, Mark, correct. And speaking
Yes.
of numbnuts in DC, Trump, because I mean the Pentagon should be the ones, checking that shit, right? Okay. Trump pled not guilty to the election interference charges, obviously. I mean, who thought he was going to do anything but that? So we have another January 6th hearing on tap for the culture warriors out there fighting valiantly for either Dark Brandon or Mr. Trump. And so that they got fresh
At
meat.
least
for
they're
those
down there in
folks.
the teens where they belong.
Anyone-
No, it was
anyone see that?
actually number 2, Mark, and that was just the
All right.
ulterior, the auxiliary trends. So no, it's
Anyone see that
bad.
New York Times poll?
No, what's
What
that?
was it?
DeSantis is toast. We're 100% we're getting a Trump Biden rematch.
Oh, no.
Ugh,
Well, I
so-
mean, yeah.
so
But
depressing.
DeSantis is the Trump. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
So
Trump pled witch hunt. How'd you like to plead? Witch hunt.
Yeah. Oh, and then they called him Mr. Trump. That's why, instead of president, his lawyer announced him as President Trump. And then the judge was like, Mr. Trump, how do you plead? Anyways, more importantly, for entertainment purposes, like Pat was just talking about, California Governor Gavin Newsom and Florida Governor Ron DeSantis have agreed to debate each other on Fox in early November, the 8th or the 10th, they say, for 90 minutes, hosted exclusively by Sean Hannity. They both demanded that. So,
Ooh, that'll be
DeSantis
cool.
is
Man.
desperate if he's taking this.
Well, dude, that's what the
Both
Times was
are.
talking about. The Times
But
was
Newsom's
like,
not running for president. This is
Right, 'cause he can't,
desperation.
'cause-
This is desperation for DeSantis.
Dude, DeSantis.
It's punching
the
up
New York
for
Times'
Newsom's
take was that DeSantis needs, like, the only thing that could stop Trump from being the primary frontrunner is, him getting arrested or some shit like that, like some hand of God shit, or DeSantis has to make a gigantic swing. So DeSantis' camp right now is sitting there thinking, like, what do we do? What's our gigantic swing?
So what they did, Pat, they did this. The Florida governor who tanked his own presidential campaign launch by doing it on Twitter only and then having it crash, and then released a bunch of gay-themed homophobic videos, and then another with a Nazi flag in it. Now
I think
he's
the
decided
Alabama
he's
Hammer was in
debating.
his commercial.
Yeah, it featured him. And then he's decided he's debating the Swab California governor who has tanked his shot of a presidential campaign by tanking his own state he's in control of. And so that is what he's decided to do. And that's how they're going to get out of the holes they're in. It's really punching up for Newsom because, like you guys said, DeSantis is trying to run for president. Newsom is just trying to get notoriety.
Did you say 90 minutes with those two?
Yeah.
Okay.
Newsom's kind of electric, man. Like, he does his fucking homework, though.
He's a good public speaker.
He's an electric point maker. That'll be. Fun
He's a
to
good
watch.
public speaker, but his track record in California is so laughable. As governors, in terms of the states they govern, DeSantis has seen a big rise in Florida, and Newsom has overseen the biggest decline in the California, in the
DeSantis
population, economy,
DeSantis
everything.
is going to point out the government or the economic stats of the two states like over and over again.
I'm here for embracing the dumpster fire though, because this is the only way we're going to get through this Trump Biden era. Is like, you just gotta accept it. It's all trash.
This is like the Hall of Fame game of debates. Yeah,
But basically,
It's the
a full
undercard.
We're gonna hold it in Ohio.
Yeah.
Which brings us to a better fight in
The cream of the crop!
ding, ding, ding. I hadn't really cared about the Nate Diaz, Jake Paul fight at all. Have you guys? Have you seen?
No, man, I haven't watched a single Jake Paul fight. pass. No.
I'm actually interested in this one because
you got suckered in.
Well, because Diaz is, credible UFC fighter, and I think it's his most credible opponent yet.
Mm-hmm. I'm with both of you guys somehow. I usually would never get a Jake Paul card until I saw some of the promotion, and now I'm kind of into it, Wes. So, Pat, what do you think?
The Netflix documentary is out, right? The Jake Paul Netflix
where he cries about his dad slapping him. That's the only headline I know about. That's the only headline I know. I think it's terrible that his dad slapped him around.
I saw his brother, his older brother, who's actually a pretty good wrestler, fake wrestler, obviously, but he's athletic in WWE. Yeah, he's pretty good, jumping on the ropes and whatnot. I saw that he said like he was worried that Jake was going to commit suicide because of all the internet hate he got and stuff like that.
Sure, I'm sure that's not overhyped. Yeah,
because he went to the Japanese suicide garden. Wouldn't that be ironic?
Right.
So that was Logan.
That was Logan. Yeah.
Okay. Did he do that to make fun of his brother?
Logan, and I think in the documentary, Logan about his brother Jake said he was worried at one point that he was going to commit suicide because
I saw that clip.
Too mean to him online. Yeah.
Look, they're great promoters. Okay, that's one thing the Paul brothers are. You cannot deny that. Okay, and I would never. I mean, I think that a Jake Paul fight would probably be a waste of money for the most part. But then I saw some of this promotion, and guys, I need to show you the promos so it can speak for itself.
Yes,
I got a few clips for you.
Been put on some of the greatest fights
about Nate
in the history of the MMA. He has an amazing fan base. Obviously, people love him for a reason, and I know he's coming to bring a war. That's what it says, ready for fucking war. And I think the fans are the ones who get to win the most out of all of this because we both don't want to lose. We both don't want to back down. And
he just leaves the interview.
So this is Jake Paul gassing up Nate Diaz, and Nate Diaz just bounced.
Yeah, I'll be right back. Yeah.
He's outside.
It shows Nate going into his car and leaving. Now Nate later claims that he didn't leave, but that they left, and he just went to the bathroom. And when he came back,
the building left me.
So exactly. So Nate said that, and so I think that's just.
I told him to stay in the car.
I'm pretty sure it's just great marketing. But
they both have terrible lisps. Both of those guys.
Yeah,
they both
battle the lisps.
But they're both good marketers. Here, check this out. Check out what happened.
Fighters have lisps, man.
Check out what happened. Yeah, true. A lot of them do. Check out what happened at the next event.
Then a question.
Well, it was an apology.
Okay, fine, fair enough.
And like, it's maybe if your boys see me. Maybe they won't fuck me up this week.
This is a Jake Paul reporter asking questions to Diaz.
Anything to say, Nate? Can't wait to watch Jake knock you the fuck out.
Oh, now you crossed the line.
Oh, no.
Nate stood up.
Hey, bring this little bitch up here. Get him the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out.
I'll fight him for free.
He's coming.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
He's coming up here.
Oh, no, Derek, what have you done?
The lack of respect from all the pussies in this fucking faggots camp, motherfucker. That's the problem.
What is going on?
You got him to drop a hard ass. He's pissed.
These guys influence fucking the fucking island gay boys because the motherfuckers like you, bitch. You're the fucking bad guy, and this little fuck right here needs the ass whip. And fuck your dad,
Shots
too.
fired at the Island Boys.
How about that?
It's so easy to rile up Nate.
Yeah, you can't get Nate on a hot mic. You're gonna get a few F-bombs.
He's so easily riled up.
Yeah.
Is he a genius though? Is he a fight promoting genius, or is he?
I think they both are, Pat. I think this is some of the best fight promotion we've seen in a long time, but it looks incredible because they're both good at it.
His natural state of anger is fight promotion, so he just has to be himself.
Leans into it. He leans into it, and then like, dude, how are the Island Boys? How is he blaming Jake Paul and his reporter for the Island Boys?
You're turning the frogs gay and the Island Boys.
Yeah, turn the Island Boys gay, bro.
They used to be straight.
I used to love
the state of hip hop is horrible.
I used to love the Island Boys. And they kissed.
What's he talking about?
It's amazing. It's so incredible, dude. They spun up Nate some of the best fucking entertainment on planet Earth, and here is the last one. Nate Diaz explaining, everything that happened, why he's acting this way during the promotion.
Talk a bunch of shit like he wants to do. I don't want to see him talk shit and go back and forth. He said something about me fucking up at the press conference. I'm like, I wasn't there for no argument. I don't even want to go to a press conference to argue with nobody. If we're gonna argue, we're gonna fight. So let's just stay the away from each other till it's time to fight. If people want to watch, that'd be great. If they don't, that's fine too. That's where he got me twisted. I'm not in a gimmick fight with him. I only need him to know that I'll whip his ass. I don't need the whole world. I don't need to go begging for people to watch. Don't watch.
Don't watch. I won't get paid.
It's the best reverse psychology anybody has ever done on me because it's the first Jake Paul fight I've ever considered buying.
I'm gonna miss it on purpose again. Not really care.
Did you notice? Dude, don't sign up for DAZN or whatever. I signed up for that shit. Tried to cancel it 3 times. Could not cancel it. The fight.
Oh yeah,
promoter.
their customer service.
Oh,
is hard to get
well,
a
you
hold
can
of,
sign up if you do it. Sign up through your Apple account because then Apple manages the thing. Yeah.
But dude, he was wearing an Iron Mike Tyson shirt in that interview, right? And that makes sense that he dropped the hard F because Tyson was the king of dropping the hard F during fight press conferences.
Lots of 90s folks.
But then Mike Tyson, right after dropping a hard F, would say he's going to fuck you in the ass, which was interesting. Like,
right, till you love me, and then he's going to eat your children.
Right.
Telling a man you're going to eat his children, it's hard,
I'm
hard
only
to come back from that.
That's because you want it, you F.
I just hope the fight's during our nightly wagon ride time or during bedtime because otherwise I'm probably going to.
If someone doesn't send me a stream that's in HD, I'm not watching it.
It's got
an
an
illegal stream. Yeah.
Nate, Jake Paul is heavily favored to win. It would be fun to bet on because if you bet on Nate, it's a nice payday.
Right.
Plus 355.
That's
You're talking
every
me into it.
That's how every one of these goes. Anderson Silva's plus 600. What if he was just in his prime? He was pretty smooth, or like all these.
And then they come in and get crushed.
They're all the same.
These guys are getting paid to get crushed, right?
Paul outweighs him by a lot.
Pretty much. Yeah. I mean, Nate Diaz is a
Don't
smooth
watch.
boxer, but I'm not going to watch.
Yeah. Then don't watch, Mark.
Watch.
Don't
I
watch.
won't. Yeah.
Don't watch.
I don't care. I don't understand.
I do want to watch though.
How business works.
I would
Him
watch
telling me
Nate
not
Diaz,
to watch makes me want to watch.
I would watch Nate Diaz versus McGregor 3 in an octagon, but I'm not going to watch a boxing match with Jake Paul and Nate Diaz. Not at all.
Well, if you have fun, whatever you decide to do this weekend,
You should watch it in 1.25x, and it'll look like a real fight.
Yeah, speed it up.
Because
they're slow. Because they both slow.
Yeah, because they're slow.
Yeah.
And then the lisp will really be hitting too at that
Nate
speed.
Diaz has some great fights, man. He's very entertaining, but
yeah,
it's a trap. It's probably a trap. Anyways, when you're partying this weekend, you're going to want to do it in some Bird Dogs. Bird Dogs aren't just the most comfortable shorts, pants, and polos on planet Earth. They're a total lifestyle and the best possible lifestyle at that. No other men's clothes can seamlessly transition from the beach to the bistro while accentuating your calves the entire time, like the shorts and joggers that Bird Dogs can do. Not another pant could do that. And not only will you never need to change again, well, except into another pair of Bird Dogs, you'll never have to remember underwear ever again either, because you can get your Bird Dogs with a built-in liner. So you're good to go on the bottom half with just one piece of clothing that will make that bottom half look phenomenal on every man. It's very flattering.
Guess how many pairs of underwear I have on, Will?
Zero.
Yeah,
because you're a Bird Dogs man. That makes sense. So go to birddogs.com/hnews to get a free tumbler with your order today. Again, that's birddogs.com/hnews to get a free tumbler with your order of the best men's clothes money can buy today.
Hell yeah.
Mark, why don't you go? Because I got a few video clips. It might be
say
easier.
less.
Yeah.
And I would recommend you guys don't stand in a field or hold up anything metal over your head, because
living on the edge of a lightning bolt, and I do not apologize for that.
Oh yeah, bring it.
It's a lightning round. Today's lightning round is all Florida Man Friday stuff. This will give you a bit of a taste of what you get over there on the Patreon and the Spotify subscriptions. We just go even harder, longer, faster, stronger, and deeper. Alabama Hammer style on the Florida stories at patreon.com/hard factor. Get in there. Really Richter them up. First up, don't
get out your measurement tools for earthquakes.
Is that a T-Rex?
The ground shook. Don't impersonate a U.S. Marshal. You know, if you're not one, you hear me, DMX, RIP to that legend. Apparently, Derry Wayne Lambert needs to hear that common sense statement as well.
Derry Wayne. Derry or Gary?
Dairy with a D, like almost
Yeah,
like
loves milk.
Dairy?
Derry, dairy, like Jerry, but dairy.
Incredible.
Whose name is Dairy?
A guy who later in life has problems and impersonates federal agents. So a deputy was at the Marathon gas station in Marion County when he heard an unusual siren, not the normal siren for his local area for any sort of police or ambulance. And he saw a black pickup truck equipped with flashing red and blue emergency lights driving around cars through a red light. So he's like, that's odd. So he went after the car and
flag.
yeah, he went after the car and pulled over Derry Wayne, who immediately told the officer he was a U.S. Marshal on loan from Texas, his home base, there to Florida to clean up some gangs in Florida. And he was wearing a hat that read U.S. Marshal.
They sent me in.
Yeah.
Dairy.
Checks out.
Officer Dairy.
Checks out.
Oh, we're good here. I'm just going to clean up some gangs. If you don't mind.
So he's cleaning up the gangs by driving erratically, like
he had to get there quick. Well, he said that he was called in because there was a shooting recently in that area, and then the police officer checked. There were no shootings at all. And then they found out
make believe,
they found out that his badge was fake. And when he talked to the officer, he said, "I'm just here because I'm about to do a raid." He goes, "I pretty much, basically only do raids." That was a direct quote. So he just wanted to.
I'm a one-man SWAT team. Derry Wayne. Yeah. Surprised you haven't heard of me.
Yeah, you guys can hang back. I got this raid.
I can't help you unless it's a raid.
Put his picture up again. I want to take a look at this guy again.
Yeah, Derry Wayne.
Yeah,
Derry Wayne.
Dairy. Man,
he could be kind of looks like a cop, maybe.
He does.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's why
Looks
he's
like a
impersonating an officer.
he's got big shoulders.
You know, he wore like he went as a Marshal one Halloween, and everyone's like, "Holy shit, Derry!"
Yeah, you look like just like a Marshal, Derry.
Yeah, people were scared at the party. Like, what are you on duty? So yeah, it turns out, you know, he just jerry-rigged his truck with a ghetto siren and flashing light system, and you know, they booked his ass. And when they booked his ass, deputies found several diazepam or Valium pills in a secret compartment inside Lambert's wallet that he constructed for Valium.
Yeah. You know,
what do you think the quality of that compartment was?
My Valium pocket, damn it.
Yeah. They found
How often do you guys see those where you live? The person who's made their car into a cop car that's obviously not a cop car, because we have a lot of them in northern Nevada.
I see it a lot with minus the flashing lights. I see like they try to do it without the actual.
Well, a lot of them are auctioned off old cars that people can buy at auction.
Sure, but then when they add like the accoutrement of the cop car back onto it, and you know they're up to no good.
I told you guys that one time. We wrapped a movie and we had a cop car on the movie, and we were like shorthanded and broke. So we're like, all right, we're fire sailing everything that we wrap out, and we're in this small town, Taylor, Texas. I'm like, all right, and all the townspeople had come around to watch the filming of the movie. So we're like, all right, does anyone want the car? We'll get rid of the car for $2,000. It was like a piece of shit cop car, and then some guy was like, I'll take it. I was like, okay, here's the deal, bud. I'm taking the police lights off. You cannot hook them up. That's the only thing.
Just leave them.
Yeah, right.
No problem. Like 30 minutes later, just screaming down the road, full police lights and sirens.
No way.
Yeah, 100%. Wasn't my problem at that point.
Yeah,
why am I going to buy a cop car if I'm not going to use the cop lights?
You just want the lights, really.
He wants to
Ain't
run
no
red
sense
lights.
in that.
Yeah. No more traffic for me. All right, next one. The Pinellas County Sheriff's Office has made a public statement begging people to stop calling in manatee orgies. They've been getting a wave of calls of people narking on the manatees getting it on. And on Facebook, they wrote, "We get calls all the time." Yeah, right. R.I.P. Hugh Janus. We get calls all the time from citizens when they see this, believing the manatees are in distress. We can assure you they are more than fine. And the reason I bring up this one is because they may have gotten a call from Hard Factor this week. And a funny call that went awry. Wes called in a manatee orgy on this week's Florida Man Friday, and I'm just going to leave it at that. Patreon.com/Hard Factor.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I got something to that.
Also, important to note that Hugh the manatee is on sale at Walmart. $3 off. It's a book clearly about Hugh.
No
Manatee.
chance. They had a book about Hugh.
Yeah, that's how famous he was.
Holy shit!
It's a
They're gonna have to
children's
write a new
book.
ending.
It's a children's book, guys with kids. Maybe get it on sale at Walmart. And also have it in the background.
Dude. I had no idea he was that famous. Whoa, that brings it to a whole new level. Huge anus. R.I.P. Man.
What is Walmart thinking? Like putting that on sale? They should raise the price posthumously.
No, they got to get it off their hands. They don't.
Also-
They don't want that manatee rape book around.
Yeah, it's bad voodoo, bad.
Look,
bad
I blame
energy.
Dr. Tracy got a little uncomfortable when I said, why didn't they bring a cow in there? It's a great question. Okay. That's why she got uncomfortable. And
Or
she
like
just
even like a fuck doll. A fuck doll.
Yeah. Sure. Fake manatee would have worked too, but whatever, they
But
could have figured it out and they didn't.
Also, the police need to chill out because like they're obviously, Hugh's so beloved. They have books about him. What happens when, a beloved manatee gets fucked to death in a popular Florida aquarium is people are on edge. They're going to, people are a little bit on edge, they're going to call in manatee orgies for a little bit.
Yep.
Just
exactly. Like what I get, everybody loves this aquarium where it happened, but you guys got to be honest with yourselves. The aquarium really fucked up and caused the situation.
Gonna get a few calls when a 38-year-old manatee gets fucked to death. All right. Lastly, and even worse news for Florida, leprosy cases have been skyrocketing of late, and a new report by researchers published in the journal Emerging Infectious Diseases suggests it's now an endemic in Florida.
Oh no.
No, the authors leprosy. The authors described a 54-year-old man who I'm showing you now he was diagnosed with the illness, but he had no known risk factors and he never traveled outside Florida. It's like, well, how did he get it?
Just became a Florida leper.
Did it do that to his head?
His
Isn't
eyes.
that just the sun?
He lost his eyes.
The sun didn't do that to him?
Well, crack did some of the head damage.
But it looks like a lot of drugs and sun.
Yeah.
And also leprosy, I guess.
The crack didn't take his eyes. The meth didn't take his eyes. It was leprosy that took his eyes.
Oh, they're not just blacked out.
His eyes are they're gone.
Yeah, he lost his eyes.
He has no eyes.
No eyes, man.
Holy
Leprosy.
Shit.
Other people have similarly
from
become
JDK.
infected. Right. Other people have similarly become infected and they've lost their fingers. And similarly, as in they didn't leave Florida, and now they're saying it's endemic in the state. I don't know.
Dude, it's
I'm
the
not
stone men. From
Right.
Game of Thrones.
That's right. Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't
They're
know.
like Valeria, old Valeria.
A bunch of lepers running around. Are you supposed to say that?
Yeah, Mark. That's the name. Leprosy.
Yeah.
Lepers. That's what they got it. It's a leper.
I'm going to say it. So there's a bunch of lepers losing fingers and shit all over
Is
Florida.
that illegal to say? No, it's not.
It's like offensive or something because it's contagious,
Is
but
it?
whatever. Look, I'm just kidding. There are only 200-ish cases of leprosy in the U.S. each year as opposed to 200K around the world. But more than 20% of those U.S. cases are from Florida, and more than 80% of those cases are from Central Florida. Like Central Florida wasn't bad enough being a full 2 hours from the beach. Now you can't even drive to the beach because you're fingerless.
Grady Judd needs to knock leprosy the fuck out.
Good point. Was Grady Judd shooting fingers off? Does he know about this? Because he's got a new enemy, leprosy.
Mm-hmm.
It's his turf. Well,
yeah, he needs to get it off his turf.
Yeah.
That shouldn't fly in Polk County. We need to look up the Polk County stats. So I bet they're lower than the other counties in Central Florida.
Leprosy's scared of him.
I would guess.
He probably just kills the lepers.
Yeah. We don't need
Don't
him.
report that.
How mad would it be if leprosy took his trigger finger?
Oh, dude, he would get a fake. He would get a metal finger. He'd get a new finger
around it. Yeah.
He would figure out how to shoot without a finger. He would get it. But yeah, the CDC says not to worry, that while leprosy might be contagious from nose and mouth droplets, definitely contagious from infected people, that they say the case count is so low and that 95% of people are genetically resistant to Hansen's disease, aka leprosy bacteria to begin with. So you can't 95% of people. But look, I'm still not making out with a chick with an eyeless, fingerless broad in Orlando, right? Because my luck, I'll be the 5%.
Right? Yeah, don't do that to begin with. But especially now
Lost
with
these
leprosy.
fingers working on an engine, right?
Yeah. hey, Dolores. Fuck it. 5%. Fuck it.
Makeup can do a lot, you know. So.
It didn't
Was
take
it
your
grease
vagina,
under her
did it?
fingernails?
Yeah.
Hey, you think that
Check for fingertips.
I think that eyeless chick is into me, guys.
She keeps pointing at me with her one finger.
She's kind of looking over
See
here,
the
I think.
He's sniffing in my
See the way
direction.
See the way she directed her patch in my direction?
She just tripped over my foot.
If you were to put eyes in her, play it like measuring up a pool shot. If you were to put eyes on her, they'd be at me, right?
Yeah.
Lined up.
Yeah, stay away from
Watch out for it.
There you go. There's your
Watch
Florida
out for
lightning
it.
round. Get the
Real
rest
quick,
of Patreon.
Real quick internet comment. Stephen C says, I always got yelled at for messing with armadillos because my mom said they have leprosy. That's what I heard too, is that armadillos spread leprosy.
They absolutely can and do.
They can carry it. Not all of them. If you touch, they don't all carry it, but some of them do.
Right. Like, correct. Like ticks with Lyme disease or mosquitoes with malaria.
Fleas
Yes.
with
Yes. Leprosy is definitely linked to armadillos.
Yeah. I've shot in like every corporate event down here in Austin. If like a big company comes to Austin, they have these like armadillo races they bring in. And you can like touch the armadillos or hold the armadillos, and everyone's like, "Hey, I don't want to get leprosy. I don't hold the armadillo."
Right. Well,
Wouldn't
I found
they
out
know that armadillo is not a leper.
No,
like
it's
the
just
people who
they don't know.
I found out that
I don't have a
shot in the dark.
An armadillo carcass was on the side of my old house, and I was like, I thought it was a gift from the family of lemonade people that we kicked out. I looked it up. And I was like, "Can I move this?" And they're like, "I wouldn't touch it." The internet said,
Yeah. Nasty creatures.
Carcasses, stay away from in general. Yeah, but
right.
A live,
Armadillo
healthy
carcass.
armadillo. I might roll the dice on that one.
Yeah, live armadillo's okay, but a carcass you don't want to fuck with.
Carcass, no. Fuck that.
They're pretty nasty motherfuckers, man. I think they got like sharp teeth
It's
and claws.
It's like an armored possum, right?
You can't hit them.
They're gross.
Or if you do hit them, they'll just bounce right away.
But if they roll up into a ball, you just kick them downhill.
That'd be
I always wish that badgers and
Pokemon.
wolverines weren't so aggressive because they're very cuddly and cute, right? Like imagine
Bears.
a clawless, fangless one of those guys. That'd be fun. That'd be a fun time. Cuddle with one of
Bears
those.
too. Bears are cute.
Yeah, true. If they didn't have all that going on with the death,
Yeah, bears are
Turn your back, and they're like the Chinese guys, like whisper, muttering. And they slap your head off.
Oh yes.
Oh, thank you for granting me ultimate secret service. Secret, super secret, top secret.
Yeah, how high was
Secret
their
safe with
clearance
us.
level? That wasn't in the AP article, how high their clearance level was, but I'm sure it was pretty up there.
Yeah.
High enough to get secrets.
All right, don't tell anyone about this Wen Shang Zhu.
I could trust you, right, Wang Shang Zhu?
Come on, man. How stupid are we?
One of the guys was born in China too.
Hey, one of you guys seems like you're running up the phone bill to calls to China. What the hell's going on with this phone bill?
Hey, where do you run off to at night, Wang Shang Zhu?
He loves to talk to his girlfriend back there in China. He's always talking to her.
On the phone with her constantly.
Yeah.
It brings a tear to your eye, honestly.
Yeah.
How much he loves her.
Yeah, when he says it's about to all be over, he means he's going to marry her, bring her. The distance is going to change.
Isn't that right, Wen Cheng Chu? Yeah.
Yeah, they just get him to say yes for everything.
They come up with the scenario for him. They come up with his own excuses.
Don't
Aren't
try
you a
too hard to
romantic?
speak English. It's all right, Wing Cheng Chu.
Hey, where's my buddy Wang Shang Zhu?
He's on the phone. Oh, that's just like him.
Oh man, I love that little motherfucker.
Man, we're so stupid.
All right, let's move on, guys. This one is from Andrew Parker. So thank you, Andrew. Always sends in great stories for us that we might not otherwise find. And guys, Yuri Talachko is one of the, if not the best guests and friends of the show ever, right? For those of you new to the show, Yuri is a man who drew our attention when he married his sex doll. I believe it was Luna who he married. And then there was a throuple, Trouble in Paradise. They took a break. Yuri moved on to an ashtray. Apparently, he was also
naturally.
We missed this. He was fucking a teddy bear for a while.
No. I think he pulled the teddy bear out on our last exchange with him.
Did he?
And he was like, "Check it out. This is what I'm getting into next."
He found it in the ashtray. Someone had put it in the ashtray.
Yeah.
Right. Here's his wedding video where he married Luna. It's, beautiful. It's a legit wedding video with friends and family. Anyway, you get the idea. Good news is that according to this IG post from a couple weeks ago, he's back with Luna. He's here
good.
kissing
Things are
her.
going
Yeah, there she is. There she is.
Haircut.
Yeah, he had to send her off to get repaired at one point.
Yeah,
that's right.
She looks like she got a tan. She went on vacation or something.
Yeah.
So,
Yuri's a big man. He lifts a lot of weights. So
yeah. So Yuri's a man living his best life.
He lost her head.
Look at how big his beard is getting. It's awesome. He does not give a fuck what anyone has to say about it. He's a champion for LGBTQ rights in his home country of Kazakhstan, and he has literally taken blows defending his own rights. Blows as in punches. You know,
that's right.
All the he's taking all the blows.
Right?
Yeah.
He was out of the protest. He was wearing like a dress.
Yeah.
And someone gave him a black eye. Some asshole.
They beat him up.
Or something, yeah.
And here at Hard Factor, we appreciate authenticity, right? And someone who tries to live his or her best life as long as it doesn't hurt others. And
that's why we interviewed him.
That's right.
We were like, no way, Yuri, for real. You're this is you, and he's like, yes.
Yeah.
We popped our tops the first interview.
That's right. He's amazing, and we especially love stories about men that fucking marry dolls. And let me introduce you to the newest member of that esteemed category, Colombian Christian Montenegro, who is about 27. Here he is. And that's who he is in love with. That's Natalia.
Inflatable.
I don't think she's even inflatable.
His doll's not as attractive as Luna.
Well, he doesn't have the means. She's literally a rag doll.
It's a homemade doll.
Yeah, he made her out of rags and I think paper mache, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Now they have 3 children together.
Come rags.
They actually have 3 kids together. Look, here's the happy family.
I made the glue myself.
God, it looks like a character from Pat's movie.
Yeah. Yeah,
one in the middle.
There's his son, his daughter, and then there's the newest addition to the family, little Sammy, and then of course Natalia next to him. 3 children
for tenders and fries.
Yeah,
as a group.
You know, there's his son playing on a computer.
That movie Alcatraz with Clint Eastwood, where they escape from Alcatraz and make the paper mache dummies of themselves to put in their beds. That's kind of what they look like.
Yeah.
Yeah. When did that come out? The 70s?
Like 81.
Yeah.
You gotta think Columbia technology.
Okay.
Yeah. Here is, let me find the video I'm gonna look for. Here's a little love story that he made. I mean, this guy is he's deep into it. This is just a TikTok, Instagram, like any other couple would post of their travels, their time together, watching movies, seeing the sights. I know Pat might say this guy is a comedian, like he thought Yuri was, but if he is, this is his only act, and he seems very dedicated.
I'm being mean to him because I only have ruined my heart for Yuri. I guess I gotta, like I'm a Yuri guy, so I'm tough on this guy.
You're gonna get
paper
tougher.
mache.
Okay.
The paper mache. I mean, it's the fact he's making everything himself. It's it changes things.
I mean, if I was down on my luck, I'd fuck Luna, but I'm not gonna fuck this guy's wife.
You guys want to see the video of him?
You're not gonna wife swap with
no.
What's his name again, Wes?
Christian.
Here's
the birth of his third child.
Okay, so he's playing birth music, and there it is.
As you can see, the baby just pops out. He puts, and then the baby's in her lap, and he's playing crying music in the background.
Yeah.
There he is, kissing, happy couple. He even created a doll OBGYN to deliver the baby.
Okay.
So he's a freak.
Now, what does he do with the OBGYN afterwards?
I don't know.
Do we know that he's just not playing dolls? Like, do we know that he's married and he's like
yeah?
Fred,
You want to see the marriage
yes.
video?
Please.
Okay.
Let's put Pat at ease.
Here they are. They just got married.
What's on their faces?
Covered in shaving cream.
No.
What's he
It's
covered
supposed to be like ice cream cake, but it's like jizz. It's like shaving cream.
He's showing up there.
Shaving cream for sure.
He's gonna give her a kiss. But he's got too much foam on him, and he's got to spit some out before he can give her a good kiss.
A lot of shaving
This is looking like a horror film, guys.
It is. It is. If you want to go check this guy out, I promise you, all of his videos are just of him and this doll and his family. It's MONTBK5959 on TikTok, and there you can go to his Facebook page. I mean, literally everything is just pictures and videos of his family, his doll family. Now, here's one that I think is pretty disturbing. So
I've seen a few disturbing ones.
First of all, he dresses up his wife.
Cream wedding was weird.
He dresses his wife like a Colombian schoolgirl, complete with a high school like uniform with a badge and a plaid skirt.
Yeah.
Now here's a video where he comes up to her and he says, and he's got a surprise for her, and apparently she loves chocolate. So he's covering her eyes, puts a piece of chocolate in her hand.
Neck.
Yeah, because he wants to see, and then he stuffs the chocolate in her mouth.
Yeah. Dude, this is like this guy's like a horror. This is like a horror thing.
Look, he shows that she bit it. He shoves it back in there.
The majority of his followers are into like horror.
This has got to be a prank, man.
Yeah,
No way.
I think he's
telling you.
into horror, and he's like doing like a long play.
You're just eating her at a restaurant.
This is insanely scary stuff. This is scary.
Yeah, and she's so scary looking.
I'm
like,
uncomfortable. Yeah,
with
Dude,
the
I
black
coulda-
lips.
I could have gone on for forever with these videos.
I love horror, and this is giving off major like pretty good horror vibes. He's good at what he does, but it's not. He's not in love with these dolls. He's in love with scaring people. I think.
Do they not have the thin Sharpies down there?
With the axe,
use
right?
The thick Sharpies for the eyebrow?
Well, he made her ugly as possible to make her scary looking, and then he does things like shoves food in her mouth and whipped cream and shit like that. To
Buying a
make her look even
motorcycle.
scarier.
And then here's my absolute favorite. So like all couples, they like to try out the new apps. And here they do the face app where it ages you. So here they are with their baby laying in bed. Hey, honey, you want to do a face app? And then here's the age.
What's up with the tongue?
What do you mean? What's up with the tongue? He's trying to scare people.
So this guy's the real deal. He is living this life in Bogota, Colombia. He says that he began dating Natalia after growing tired of being single for a number of years. He was lonely, and they were going to tie the knot last year, but the plans were placed on hold due to the unexpected birth of Sammy. So Sammy was not planned. Okay,
Not planned. Yeah,
not planned at all. He says, if it weren't for the dolls, I would be more alone than anyone. At least I have something. With my Natalia, we watch TV and talk about everything. They don't know how much I love her. So this guy is just he's legit and insane, obviously. But if you want,
I would get a beer
videos.
with you. I would get a beer with Yuri and like hang out with him. I wouldn't spend 5 seconds with this dude.
No, you wouldn't want to. I agree. He is he's
It's
something
a little scary.
Yeah.
So
but I'm glad that if it makes him happy.
And unfortunately, he doesn't speak a lick of English, I don't think, so we can't get him on the show. But
I mean, that would be scary.
Get a
too
translator.
Yeah.
I mean, Eric could translate for us.
Yeah, Eric could translate easily.
Eric, could you translate that?
Our producer is literally fluent in English and Spanish.
Yeah. Eric, you comfortable talking with this guy?
Yeah, you have to indicate to us if it's is it a
Okay,
thumbs
is that
up or a
Eric?
thumbs down.
Eric,
He's typing.
You got your mic?
Hello?
Put it in the private chat.
Yeah. Are you okay?
Oh,
There it comes.
Will you translate our interview with Christian?
Sure, but I mean,
He's
this guy's a psycho. I don't know if we want to have him on.
Well, look, Eric, can you craft a DM? Can you craft a DM to him, please, in his native tongue?
Are you sure?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Interesting fella.
Let's do it.
What time is it in Colombia right now?
Oh, it's
this guy's up,
It's
Pat.
regular
late.
time, right?
This guy's
probably
up.
like 6 p.m.
Doesn't
5
matter
p.m.
what time it is.
Yeah.
What?
He's
what's
around.
His preferred? What's his
He's
preferred
awake.
social media platform?
TikTok.
TikTok.
All right.
Big,
Yeah, Eric,
huge
can
on
you throw
TikTok.
Can you throw him a TikTok DM now? Maybe he'll join by the end of the show. Otherwise, we'll have
Dude,
like,
look at
have
his-
him on next week.
Look at his
Yeah.
followers to likes. He has 148,000 followers and only 500,000 likes. We have like 19,000 followers and like 3 million likes.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
everyone's
it's not a lot to
following.
like.
Yeah, no one likes his
Content's not
They
very
watch,
likable,
though.
to be honest with you.
They watch.
They
He's
follow.
getting those watch
They
hours.
follow for sure.
This is definitely one
8
for you.
p.m.
too.
in Bogota.
Yeah.
Yeah,
8
there we
p.m.
go.
Oh yeah, he's just
Central time.
settling in. The baby's probably down by now.
Yeah, they just put Sammy down.
Yeah.
He's helping the other one
Movie time.
with their math homework.
Oh yeah,
Oh, man.
Scony Chef live comment says, "I'd like to hear from the wife. Honestly, like that's a pre. He's not coming on without the wife.
No.
Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
Eric, if we can get him on, I want you
Does
to
he
just
talk
direct
for her?
questions to the wife.
If you and Natalia, we'd love to have you and Natalia on the show.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, we've heard enough from you. Can we hear it from Natalia, please?
Make sure Natalia's here.
Yeah.
Look, I get it's a cultural thing. Okay, I get culturally.
We should
the
bring
men speak for the
chocolates,
women down there.
guys.
But can we please?
Yeah.
We should bring chocolates.
She loves chocolate.
Yeah. It's her favorite.
Anyway, that's
sweet.
Thank you.
I know that wasn't the best for radio, but you got to tune into the YouTube to see this guy.
Well, I mean, if you can imagine a creepy paper mache doll and a family of them, then you let your imagination run wild with that one, because that's what happened.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, guys, it's the end of the week, which means it's time.
It's time for the high five.
Hell yeah. We're going to voicemails this week. 512-470 512 270 1480.
Rice.
There it is.
That's a voicemail number, guys. You can call that up. You can leave a voicemail. Really prefer if you give some sort of question or prompt for discussion. That's what makes this segment great.
I would recommend calling in as Natalia next week.
Thank you. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, thank you. Let's get right into it, guys. Let's get into voicemails of the week.
Fellas, it's your intern, Joey. I was listening to the High Five today and heard a voicemail asking Wes about his wedding experiences and if he ever stares at women through his camera. And it got me thinking a little bit, just a few wedding questions for Wes. One, what do we got to do as a podcast to get Wes on Nancy Mace's wedding? Because she does have a fiance. Two, would Wes ever do a ghost wedding like you guys covered? And three, I would like to have Wes do my wedding when I get married. And when I do get married, you better believe she's going to be hot. I'm talking Frank Elliott, and I'm talking sold out for Russia. This chick is going to be liquid magma, air from a hairdryer. Old people in Arizona are going to see her and fall down because she's so hot. And if they also happen to land on her, they're in trouble. She's going to be hotter than the inside of Wildermark's helmet. Hey guys, on a semi truck after a short stop, if you spilled her on your leg, you get to McDonald's hot. But yeah, that's all I got, boys. Thank you. See ya.
Damn.
Good.
She's out
Can't wait
there.
to see Joey's hot wife. Wes, those are questions for you.
I would obviously do Nancy Mace's wedding for free. I would do a ghost wedding, no problem. I'll do any kind of wedding, unless it's an adult to a child. And I would love to do your wedding. So DM me whenever you find your scorching white hot.
That's intern Joey.
Oh, that's intern Joey.
It's intern Joey.
Yeah.
Oh. So you'll get to come to Reno. It'll be fun.
Oh yeah.
This is the second time I've put gold AI intern Joey together, and because of cross talking, you guys weren't totally clear that it was intern Joey.
No,
that was intern Joey.
It didn't start. I didn't hear it at the start.
The hot one, the one that wants the hot, wife.
part.
What, did that take you off?
Yeah.
The hot part.
Right.
Yeah.
He's gonna
She's
marry
so
her. You
hot.
think?
No, it's from his.
No, I know.
old-
I know. It's he's always talking about how hot these chicks are that he wants to be with.
Yeah. They're so hot.
Yeah.
Incredibly
Yeah.
hot.
I like how
Wes is gonna have
I like how intern
trouble
Joey the
focusing.
first time he did that texted us and he goes, "That wasn't me.
Yep.
It
Freaked
was
him
you.
out.
Yeah, it's you. Just AI.
Yep.
Yeah.
It
But-
wasn't him.
So, did he have other questions, or is that
No, that was it. So here's what I think we can do. I believe we have a tentative yes from Nancy Mace's camp to do an interview.
Right.
We'll see if that happens
next month?
If that
next
does
month.
I
happen,
could ask her then.
This month.
I think what we do is we
this month, later this month.
we have that be a success, which it will. Then
Right. We set it up. That's the inroad.
Yeah, then we have a good laugh afterward, right? So the interview goes great, done. We have a good laugh and rapport afterward. Maybe
You'd like a
we
free
get
wedding
engaged.
video, wouldn't you?
I think.
Well,
Pat,
hold on.
I think we can bring it up in the
interview.
interview. I think we can bring it up in the interview. And if we get to talking about her fiance and we have a good rapport, I think we can mention.
I agree. I was thinking we'd build some Keno up, right? We'd get her number and then we'd text a little bit as a group, just having good laughs over the course of a while. Maybe get to know Patrick, her fiance. I think that's his name. Great name. And then we say, you know what? We've actually, and Wes, you weren't a part of this, but as a group, we've actually filmed a wedding in Charleston before, and we did great. And then she'd be like, "Oh, that's so funny!" And then we'll be like,
I was a part of that.
Oh, were you there?
Wes, I wasn't there.
Yeah,
Wes
I was
at
the
my
main
sister's
camera
wedding.
guy. Oh no, that. Oh, I thought it was like Charlottesville. Never mind.
Charleston.
No.
I was not there.
And then we say, also, Wes is a next level videographer and photographer, and we had such a good laugh and great interview.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I
and
think
like
that she's gonna
We'd like
say
to
yes
give
to
it
the
you
West.
for free.
Yeah.
So we do it for free, but then a congressperson owes us a favor. You know what I mean?
Well, that's the one
Exactly.
thing. Can they accept that? Is that a gift that they can accept? We should say for $1.
Yeah, $1. There you go.
There you go. That's a
There you
deal.
go.
Where's she
A
from
steal.
again?
And
South
Heaven.
Carolina.
Charleston.
Okay. Yeah, one plane ticket.
Well, no, we're all going. You can
Yeah, we're all
have
going.
the A camera. We're gonna have the B, C, and D.
No,
cameras,
Wes,
so
you're gonna work it, and then we're just gonna go there.
long zoom lenses.
We're gonna go to the beach in
That's cool.
Myrtle, cross the bridge there, and you're gonna work
Yeah.
it.
Sounds
The
right.
zoom lens budget is gonna be through the roof, man.
We're gonna hop on that bridge.
Let's get her on
Happy
first.
And then we'll go to a happy hour in Charleston.
Let's cross that bridge.
All right.
Say yes to the West. Next voicemail.
She will.
What's up, fellas? Sorry to mention, Boulder Bart again. Pat, you asked if I MIG or TIG. I MIG, TIG, and stick.
Oh shit.
Mainly MIG, and it's aluminum, so it's a little bit more of a pain, and it's a lot louder than your normal steel MIG. But anyway, but really the whole point of my call here was to see your favorite and least favorite hard factor moments. Y'all have been around for a minute now. You guys have had some good times and some trying times, arguing about days off, blah blah blah. What are your favorite and least favorite hard factor moments? Take it easy, y'all.
I'll start. Least favorite. My co-host misunderstanding of what a day off is. My most favorite. Most favorite. Hard.
Hey Pat, how
factor
many days a
moment.
week do you do right now?
3.
just wondering.
Yeah, no, 3.
You landed on that.
No, those are not vacation days though. That's
No,
No,
wait,
I
that's
get it.
but that led to
I should have
less
clarified.
animosity.
Should have clarified. My most favorite hard factor moment is when I met my partner.
Nice, good save.
Which is when we did a power hour at the Marshal HQ office, and Kate came in and roasted us all.
Yeah. Pat gets mad when we roast him, but he fucks you if you're a girl. You roast him.
I will
Wow.
rock your bed like
give you 2 babies.
like an Alabama earthquake.
More coming. Oh wow, power bottom.
Yeah.
Worst.
I'll get mad if
most
you roast me. You can roast
that
me.
Pat's got a really good one. Most and least favorite hard factor moment, probably all at once, was the first cannabis cup we did, because it was like really fun, very fun time, but we had no fucking idea what we were doing and had no kind of plan. And then, but we did get chillest dude out of it, and there was a wedding.
World Chillest
There was a
Bro
wedding.
trademark.
World's
right.
chillest bro. World's chillest bro.
Who,
Yeah, I
who
married
was it?
people.
It was so that
That was the
specific.
second
I
one.
think.
No, the
which
first one
it?
was Sacramento.
So yeah,
And
so Will was very
Buddha
focused
Ben
on
was
getting
there.
The,
Buddha Ben was
the
there.
wedding certificate signed,
He was there.
and
Yeah.
so Will left for what Wes and I were there,
And we
on stage.
smoked a hit every minute for 60 minutes.
Right.
So we were all
Will,
so
you left the
big.
stage
because
you
I
left
had to
the
get them
stage
to sign the
get-
signature.
to sign. But Wes and I were positive that you left.
I
And Wes
considered. I considered
Wes
not
looked at me and
coming
goes,
back.
"I'm out. I'm leaving. I'm leaving the stage." Right now."
I wanted to
left
leave
just
20
me and
minutes in.
PFT, I think.
I considered
That'd
not
been
coming
hard.
back, but I came
That's
back.
amazing.
I came back for
I was-
World's
Yeah,
Chillest
I was
Bro.
sure you left, and I looked at Wes and said, "Don't you fucking move."
I didn't even go to
considered
that
it.
one.
And
You know what's a bad
I
idea?
had an excuse to not go to that one.
You know what's a bad idea? Smoking a hit of weed every minute for 60 minutes on stage with no
In front of
backing.
300
No,
people.
no, with nothing else. Yeah, nothing else accompanying you. But it ended up
the second one was way
fun, and the crowd
way easier because no one did that.
We had Trinidad too, so that helped. Like we had some music that was.
Yeah, we had 20 minutes of Trinidad performing, making it a 40-minute set. Still brutal. But honestly,
Darren McCarty
McCarty was with us the whole time, and then I married the random couple. And their parents were there.
It was actually great. Both were great. It's just hard. It was horrible for us, the people performing, because you get so high.
Yeah, no, that's why I was saying worst and best, because it was very like memorable, because it was like the first big thing we did like that as a show, but also like insanely stressful because of how it went down and what we were doing.
The second one, the only person that got really high was intern Cam. He was supposed to go find people to.
Oh, and he was stressing me out because I was having to wrangle him.
We had to go find him.
Well, there was so many free dabs.
Can you go find like 5 people to compete?
Yeah, and he bought warm beer. He went to the grocery store to buy beer for us, and he bought hot, unrefrigerated beer.
Intern Cam.
That might be my worst hard factor moment, actually.
Yeah.
A warm beer.
They wouldn't let.
We're in that hot ass tent, and he shows up with a fucking case of hot Coors Light,
hot beer.
You should have seen Wes's face. So my buddy was working with High Times to put those shits on, and the regulations were hardcore because it's like it's a new drug, right? So it's cannabis, and you cannot have booze on stage. You weren't allowed to, and when they told Wes that,
the trailer,
Wes's face was like, "What the fuck are you talking about? I'm gonna have a cooler right here." And said, "You can't."
He almost walked off on that one too.
Yeah. Listen, I like to get a few pops in before I start smoking weed until I die.
Right, for every minute for an hour. Yeah, no, Wes.
So I can talk a little bit.
You learned lessons from that one, Wes. We were the guinea pigs for what became a much easier show the next time.
Right. Cool or not cool that PFT smoked CBD and pretended it was weed?
Not cool.
Pro move by him.
Pro move, but not cool.
Because he was the guy that was able to steer the ship a little bit. Because I watched
it was a pro move. Pro move
by him.
But to this day, to claim that it was not CBD, he needs to own up to what was happening.
If you watch it on YouTube, any flower that he's smoking is CBD. It's a CBD joint.
Under the bus right there.
Yeah. I think he did get a little high, but that was
after.
Way after.
After the job was done.
But it was good. It helped the show because the rest of us were stoned off our gourds and could barely talk.
I don't know. Most of the moments have been good. I think my favorite probably was the Hive trip. That was fun.
Yeah.
That
was. I would have to second that. That was
the Hive trip was an excellent time.
Yeah, Hive trip was.
Where do you want to go on our next? So let's put a date on a Hive trip or a month. What month do we want to go on a Hive trip, guys?
Well, last time it was April in Florida. So
how about we set a goal like with patrons because we need money to go on a trip, right?
Yeah,
that is true.
It's true.
Yeah.
Let's set like a
hit
goal.
The 500, and we will set the next Hive trip. Hit the 500 patrons. Patreon.com/hard factor, and we'll set the date for the next Hive trip.
Yeah, let's do something
not
like
too far away.
Yeah.
No,
we could do that.
Just a little bit of work. Plus,
did everyone get their
our Discord server? Lots of good stuff going on over there.
Did everyone get their least and most favorite out?
I don't know if at least one, but most is more important, I think.
Yeah, at least is not. A vacation day is when you go. I'm sorry.
Hey guys, what I just think happened with the episode about Mark claiming that the disabled person who's being taken care of by his family is like somehow there's something wrong with that story. It's a trap, guys. It's a trap. I know that we're a little. It's hard to wrap our heads around it because it kind of just happened with the girl who faked being kidnapped on the side of the highway with the baby, and we were all scared to lean into that being a fake story. Like everybody called it a fake story initially, and they're like, we were just kidding about that. We really care about her, and it turned out it was fake. And then you guys are like, shit, we should have just stayed with it. This is not that. This is a trap. It's a trap.
Hey, boy.
Wait,
what does he mean? It's a trap.
A trap for me sounding like a scumbag.
He thinks it's a fake story. It's a phony story.
Okay,
that'd be a wild fake story to run.
I saw some people pointing out that I honestly, no joking, think that she means extremely well. Like obviously, but again, it's not for me personally. And maybe I would think differently in a vegetative state, but I wouldn't want it. I want her to go be happy somewhere else. But then a lot of people also pointed out maybe she's doing it for financial gains, like medical bills and stuff like that. Who knows?
Right.
Who knows what's going on there? It's a
A lot of
weird.
people
It's a weird.
said she's the snakiest cunt ever.
That's what I said.
A lot of people were saying that.
A lot of people were saying she's just taking all of his
I
money.
might have
behind
called her a
his
cunt
back.
on the show. Yeah.
Yeah, if you get into those comment sections, it's bad about her.
Right. Yeah,
60% said they were with her.
Yeah, the trap is, I think, saying is thinking it's nefarious, is what he's saying. I think
Right.
it's.
I think that's. I think he's saying the trap is like you look like a jerk by calling her a jerk. Yeah.
All right. And by the way, does Intern Jackson have a fact check or some segment he was going to do? Or wait, no. Okay, just double checking. All right, next one.
Chicago, and current trivia stamp with Mark. I have a scenario for you, and apologies if it is too long. Using your wheel to spin, there are 10 women of your choice, whoever in the world ever. You get to spin the wheel, and whoever it lands on, you get to do anything with them you want. But then you get tossed in the same wheel of 10 guys, and a gay guy gets to do the same thing. Would you do it? And how many times would you spin the wheel to try?
I mean, is the hammer involved?
Every fucking day.
Is the Alabama hammer involved? Because
what are you saying here? So you're saying you have to spin the wheel for a dude and a chick.
you have an equal opportunity to fuck Margot Robbie or get fucked by the Alabama hammer. 50-50.
I think what he was saying is it's like Wheel of Fortune where there's a go bust option.
Twice. Yeah,
right. I think he was
And
saying
go
is
bust
that you get
is a
to
dude
fuck
busting in your face.
Margot Robbie,
Right.
but then you have to
Also-
spin the wheel of dudes, and they get to do the exact same thing
have
you
to
just
do
did to
both.
Margot Robbie. Yes, to you.
Yeah, I'm not.
Well, he said
the wheel.
whatever they want to do to you, which could they could be like a cuddler.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
he
I'm
said
not
10
spinning the
dudes.
wheel. You'd have to be into it.
That's like 1 out of 10. Look, I'm married, so I'm not going to spin the wheel anyways. But no, I'll pass on that. I don't want to get railed out in the butt. I'm a butt virgin.
So you'd go for the butt.
I think the guy would go for the butt, right?
Once he sees Mark's butt,
Yeah,
the
I got a nice
description,
I got a big
whatever
butt.
they wanted to do to you, and the same thing you just did to Margot Robbie. So
yes,
yeah, I mean,
You saying the gay guy wouldn't want to take my butt virginity? Is that what you're saying, Wes?
I'm saying
saying as
you
soon
would
as you
take
saw your
Margot
butt, you
Robbie's
would.
butt. Is what?
Oh no,
is-
no, I'd
wow.
probably take her front.
Yeah, it's a good
her
call.
front butt.
Try to take her front butt.
Mm-hmm.
I'd take her from the front. But what you're missing is
Yeah, take Margot Robbie's butt. You know,
Take the butt,
take that butt.
the front butt.
no, stay where you are. I meant the front butt.
Oh, I got Margot Robbie. I'm gonna take a butt.
No, the regular butt, the butt I normally do.
You're in for a treat, sweetheart.
I was hoping to land on you,
Oh.
Margot.
Oh, I'm taking a butt, that's for sure. Come hell or high water, I'm putting this in a butt.
Been waiting for this moment.
Just so happens it's gonna be the butt in the front.
all right. So, is anybody spinning the wheel?
Is anyone spinning that wheel? No way, right?
No, not worth it.
And not at this age. not in my late 30s.
Right? Yeah, sure. If you're younger, yeah, maybe so. But
Will, you sound like you might want to spin the wheel.
no, not at this age. I'm with Pat.
Yeah, all right.
I'm with Pat.
Yeah, maybe
If you-
22-year-old maybe be like,
Yeah, right. Like if there was like if you were in a situation where you're on tons of drugs and for somebody and they just roll out the wheel in front of you and you're young and you can just do whatever. I mean, you might spin it, but
Right. Your butt
not at
bounces
this-
back when you're younger.
right, exactly. It's a lot more. Yeah, a lot more.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a donut these days.
Your butt heals. Your butt heals a lot quicker when you're younger.
A padded
yeah, my butt's real tired. The elastic on my butt's pretty worn out.
I gotta apologize for my old ass. Yeah.
Have you ever seen an ass this old? All right, next one.
Boys calling from California, calling in on Friday fucking morning, usually I like to spend my fucking Fridays, listen to voicemails, it's fucking wonderful. But here's the thing with the voicemail quality, guys. I want my voicemails like I like my titties. I don't like them to be passing grades. I don't want the A's and B's, I want C's and fucking D's, maybe some F's, I like I don't know, just my personal preference. But hey, this voicemail probably won't get played, but you guys have a great fucking day. And I'm going to keep fucking sending them, though, until you guys get fucking tired. It's just like the same way that I do with women, you know? Just fucking bug them. Then eventually they fucking take me on a date. Love you. Have a great fucking day.
It so works, too.
Bug them.
Yep.
So a couple things.
Then I take their butts.
Yeah. you gotta give
Till
up
they
that
let me
butt
take
sooner
their
or later.
butts.
Bug them for that butt.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not really into butt
Sorry,
stuff.
Margot. The wheel is chosen.
Remember that deal you did with Satan?
You get
Okay,
to
Colin.
spin the wheel. You can take anybody's butt you want.
One stipulation. It's gotta be the butt. That was a good voicemail by Colin, and he.
Okay, Colin.
keep sending it.
Couple
Keep
things.
sending it.
Couple things. Good joke about how you like your titties like failing grades. That's a good joke. Work that joke in delivery. You could tighten up a little bit. It was good. Also, I like the slide in at the end, right? Where you said, "I bug them till they take me on a date." Because
It's funny and it's true. Yeah.
You did a little character reflection there. You're like, "Did I hear that right?" Oh, he's such a loser, which I know is your character. That they take him on the date. He doesn't take them on the date, which is
it was funny. I mean,
good turnaround.
Intern Jackson, who's been watching the show but doesn't have a fact check, was laughing his ass off. You can see him down there when he did the girlfriend.
Yeah, we'll get a fact check one of these days.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
there is one
guys,
in a
that's
private chat, but I don't understand what the fuck it means.
Oh, let's see. Okay,
She's a mid stripper.
It was okay. Whoa. Let's that's an opinion fact check. Okay. So
who is this about?
No, don't worry about it. I'm the only one who may not get upset about this. So let's just move on.
Moving on, guys. That's the high five. We're keeping it short this week.
Oh, Margot Robbie?
512.
Is that Margot Robbie?
What an idiot.
All right.
It's not.
It's a mid stripper.
I mean, what strip clubs have you been going to? Lucky bastard.
Dude, there's a lot of strip clubs in Ohio.
Oh, Nancy Mace.
Oh.
No. Moving on.
She's
512-270-1480 is a voicemail number. Dial that shit up. Let's get the wheel up, guys.
She's a middle-aged stripper. Yeah, let's get the
great week of Hard Factor.
Okay, bringing it up.
Bringing up the wheel.
Another one in the books. Also, go to patreon.com/Hard Factor to get that Florida Man Friday, the full version. It's going to be fantastic.
And if you're
Always
listening to this before like something PM on Friday, get in the lottery. It's like 1.3 billion.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, get in the lotto pool. Send
Drawing
Wes your
is
stuff.
tonight.
What time?
Also,
Wes?
go
5 p.m.
to
Central.
store.hardfactor.com to get your Macho Man Hawaiian shirt. I'm wearing a Hawaiian shirt right now. Wish it was the Macho Man one.
And
Don't
trivia
order mine
tonight.
right now.
What if we hit the lottery live on trivia?
Wow. It's gonna be fantastic. I mean, it's gonna happen. Patreon.com/Hard Factor.
All right, this is for Hive Hour next week.
Oh, I'm off. I'm not on the show.
Oh, okay.
Well, the wheel knew. It is
Don't matter.
Yeah.
Wheel knew all about it.
50-50 on coffee here between Wes and Pat.
Oh, wait, you're not on the show.
I'm off the show next Thursday.
Oh, okay. Why is it 50-50 between me and Pat?
Because Will got cough. Will got high. Oh wait, no, he stays on.
We're doing coffee for Monday.
You will be on Wednesday night when you spin. It's going to be 50-50
You will be
for next Thursday. Yeah, yeah.
or
You will
warned.
be. Eventually, you will be.
You
Not
will be.
this time.
Not this one.
Oh wow, double
Will
will.
again.
Look at that. All right, back. That's a triple dip on your coffee. We'll be back with it on Monday morning. Coffee.
Smells like fart in here, and I'm the only one in the room. That's weird.
That's the end of the show.
That's weird.
Get out there. Have a great fucking weekend, man.
Did I fart?